Hey guys, I mentioned in a previous video I did, which would have been the Project Pan 2015 first update, that I've been doing oil cleansing recently, since January actually, and I've been using argan oil to do it. And what oil cleansing is, if you don't already know, is it uses oil to clean your face, like only oil. Now there are different methods of doing it, including just doing it with oil or the double cleansing method, which is using oil to clean one time around and then using your regular facial wash to clean one more time. And by doing that, it protects your skin from being overly dried out. I use the first method I mentioned, which is just using oil to do it. And the reason I got into this is because my skin tends to go really dry in the wintertime. It's normally, in the summertime I would say normal to combo, and then once it hits fall and winter, it's normal dry. And I was starting to see little fine lines in my cheek area around my T-zone, which is really surprising, and my eyes and stuff like that. So I was like, I really don't think stripping my skin of its natural oils is the best idea right now, which is why I looked into oil cleansing. Now, I did some research, and the theory behind it is that like dissolves like. So your skin is oily, and using oil to remove makeup and other impurities will help dissolve it better than something like water, because as you know, water and oil don't work together very well. Oil pulling, which is for your teeth, goes by the same kind of concept that, and I do oil pulling. So what you do is you rinse your mouth with oil, and the oil is supposed to dissolve things between your teeth better than water can, of course. And I've actually found that it's dislodged some things in between my teeth that floss can't even get at. So I think as a scientific concept, it works. I mean, it sounds sound. It is recommended for all skin types, including oily and acne-prone skin. There are a number of different oils you can use depending on your skin type, and I know that I saw that castor oil and grapeseed oil are the top two for all skin types, but particularly for oily skin. I actually saw that castor and maybe grapeseed oil are a little bit not hydrating enough for dry skin, which is why I decided to go with my argan oil instead of picking up a new oil for this whole cleansing method. But other types of oils you can use are sweet almond oil, apricot kernel oil, avocado oil, argan oil, of course. If you want to shell out that kind of money, I wouldn't recommend it. Sunflower seed oil, and jojoba oil. And the two that are really readily available and are not on this list are olive oil and coconut oil. I think they're just a bit too rich for this method, and especially coconut oil, which I think is not non-comedogenic, so it can clog your pores. I've been doing this since January, and the purging period, there is one, is supposed to be about 2 to 4 weeks. Mine lasted probably, I would say, 3 weeks, and I was developing regular sized pimples, just a couple here and there along my T-zone area. It wasn't too bad. I still do get little pimples. They're very small. They go away after a day or two, and I don't apply salicylic acid or anything like that on them anymore. So they do go away on their own. And I did notice within the first week or so that blackheads were falling out of my skin, and that was really weird because I didn't even realize I had that many blackheads, or not that many, but I didn't really realize I had blackheads. So I think in that sense the oil really gets into your pores and sort of dissolves it and makes it fall out or something like that. I haven't really seen any blackheads recently fall out, but I do see little black spots, so I don't know, maybe argan oil isn't the best oil for oil cleansing and it's actually clogging my pores. I really don't know, but I think if you stick to grapeseed and castor oil, you're probably fine. And people like to do different combinations. If you don't have really oily skin, but maybe you have combo skin, you might want to mix castor oil with jojoba or something like that. There's a lot of recipes online. I'll link some of the sites where I did my research from below, so check that out. Now, I've talked about all the different kinds of oils you can use on your face. I haven't told you what exactly it is you do. I like to do it in the shower, but you can do it outside of the shower as well. And the way I do it is I'll pour about a quarter-sized amount of oil into my palm, go like this, and then I will massage my face for 1 to 2 minutes and my neck upwards, of course, because you don't want gravity work against you. And then I will use a clean, make sure you have clean hands and a clean, not a clean face, but a dry face when you're doing this, because oil and and water don't mix. So you take your washcloth, a clean one, and you soak it with hot water. You wring it out and then you just drape it over your face like you're doing like a spa. And then you go like this. In the shower, I'm usually like this until the towel cools. And you remove it, you rinse it well, and then you do the whole thing again. You fill it with hot water, wring it out, and do it again. I like to flip it over so it's clean. And I do it again until it cools. I do this about 2 to 4 times. And then if it still feels really greasy, I will dab it with my washcloth. And then that's it. You don't rinse the oil off anymore of your skin, and you don't have to apply moisturizer on top. But I do because I have extra dry skin. But you know, you have a little bit of oil left on your skin from washing your face with it. And of course, oil is in a lot of makeup removers, so it will remove your makeup. You might have to wash it again, maybe with oil. It might not remove the toughest of your eye makeup. And then wash your washcloth afterwards with soap because you want to get all that oil out. So next time you do it, it's not going to interfere with, you know, whatever you have on your face and cause any breakouts or anything like that. Some people only do this like 2 or 3 times a week or once a week to like sort of give their face a break. But the thing they say is if you start it and your skin gets used to it, if you now throw in something with salicylic acid in it, it's gonna totally mess up your face again because your skin would have gotten used to the oil and the natural balance, you know, like it'll adjust to the extra oil or the whatever, like the less amount of detergent. So if you now suddenly use a detergent on it, it's gonna like freak out. So for me, I've been washing my face at night with oil, except for 2 times a week when I'll use an exfoliator with no salicylic acid in it. And then in the morning, I will wash off the oil with raw African black soap. I'm just trying to stay away from something that's really harsh. And I've seen pretty good results. My skin is a lot calmer than it was in December. I wouldn't say it's as calm as it was when I was just using African black soap. But because it is wintertime and I don't want wrinkles, I am going to stick to this oil cleansing method at least until it starts getting hot out. And so that's my experience. That's what I know about it. Those are the oils I know are good to use as oil cleansers. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'll link some of the sites where I found this information down below. And if you use oil cleansing or you ever did in the past, let me know what you thought about it and whether you're still doing it. Other than that, thanks for watching and for subscribing, and I'll see you guys soon.